Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. We have another VOD to review today. We have Mag. I think they also switched to Strange and Venom at one point. So, full-on tank match. Let's see what they say. They said they want to work on... they said this game was particularly frustrating. They feel like they struggle more on domination. Okay, so we're talking about domination versus payload. In this game, I feel like I wasn't providing a lot of value offensively. I also noticed sometimes go into tunnel vision, and some easily fixable mistakes just end up happening. Overall, I feel like my positioning and awareness of what was happening in my backline were big issues this game. Alright, I like where our head's at. So, there's definitely a big difference between domination and payload. I think, specifically for Mag, it's a lot more difficult to find value just from, you know, map knowledge, right? So, payload maps are very attack-defense, and it's very linear, right? We have just linear payload. I'm going to go this way. And Mag kind of plays into that. But domination, people like spread out and you're taking damage from like all over and there's no like clear thing, right? So that'll be interesting. We'll try to pay attention to that this VOD review. Let's see. What do you think you should be using the team up for? Melt, rocket ults, penny mines, and also about how, you know, actually I haven't thought about it too much. I think it's a good opener to start with. I think it can close distance and because it does like a ton of damage. So I'm not too sure. But yeah, let's take a look. So first of all, who's on your team? We have a solo tank Mag, so that's gonna be difficult to understand what's gonna happen with that. It means we have to hold the front line a lot stronger. We can't peel as much. We really have to hold our positioning down. For a DPS, we have Punisher, Moon Knight, Spidey. So a lot of splash damage up front. That should really help. And then Spidey's going to provide some opportunities to shoot into their backline as Mag. And then for our supports, we have Rocket, Invis. So nice. I think a lot of mains just say that use it on cooldown. That's what it seems like to me. It seems really good to just like go for it. But it doesn't seem like... It seems good for DPS and not like burst if I had to guess, but I'm not too sure.
Heavy weapons. Your attacks are futile.
Invisible? Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Alright, so a couple of things already. Let's see, how are we using our right click, right? Push charges really fast, so it's really tempting to just kind of throw it away, which I think, like, I don't mind starting off with it. The next thing is you want to take space, right? If we're right here and there's people over here, that means they're going to take the space away from us. It's kind of hard because your team is much more pokey and their team seems much more brawly already. So if we're going to play into that, we have to understand our team's weakness. And then that means, basically we have to look at like what each team wants, right? This team wants to get up close and like hold the space and brawl it out, right? We have Rogue, Penny, Bucky, and then these two want to sit back. Your team all wants to sit back outside of Spider-Man. You all want to sit back and like poke at him away. So your job as Mag is to be the line in between, right? So if we look at it from this perspective, we have these people here, and then we have your friendlies over here. Okay? You need to make it to where these guys cannot get here, because they want to get in close. Okay? So whenever you're playing Mag on domination, I want you to take a second and realize, where's the enemies? Where's my friendlies? Where are they trying to get to? And I'm going to stand right in the middle. And I'm going to anchor down on a wall. So right here is good. And I'm going to use this wall in combination with my shield and my bubble in order to stop them from pushing forward. Now, if we look back at what happens, we go on the wrong side. We don't do that first step of like, where's the enemy, right? So we don't have the first dot. And then we push the wrong direction. Now we come back and it's a little too late already. Especially because if we're going to do this, again, like these still have a straight line to our team, right? You need to be in between there. We need to be here. So if you're taking out this penny nest, you could be walking in the way here and you're soaking up some of the damage. Whereas if we stay over here and do it first, they can walk past. Now, with that said, your Spidey dies. That happens. Their Spidey is doing a good job of pushing your team back and like falling back. And then now it's a little too late. And we get punished because our team gets pushed in. That happens, but we can cut down a lot of that just by positioning and finding the line, like where to stand. You know, cut off the sight line. I don't like this. Just Spider-Man's not your responsibility. You're the only frontline tank. If you have a Groot up in front of you, sure. If you have an Emma that's pushing up forward, sure. Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about is the role of tank, right? The role of tank is to bring your team together and say, this is what we're doing, this is the plan, right? Right now, I feel like we're walking back and we see, okay, we have some people up here, so the plan is now going to be up here. All right, we're sticking. Okay, now Moon Knight's, okay, maybe the plan's down here. Oh, now I have somebody in my backline. Maybe, and all of that indecisiveness is actually just wasted time. So this isn't going to work perfectly. Obviously, this is ranked ladder, and we have no idea what people are doing, right? These people could be on their 15th loss of the night and tilt queuing. We can't control them. So all we can do is what the best thing you can do as a tank is actually just pick a spot, go right here, don't waste any time, and start poking, and turn around and look at your team and like give a group up command, right? Just start poking. Because your DPS and your support, they want that security of a tank. Whether it's conscious or subconscious, they want it. So if you show that you're sitting here, you're taking cover, you're putting there, they will naturally follow you, except for the people who, like, you know, aren't supposed to, like Spider-Man. What's up, Chaotism? This is, I think, Plat 1? Yeah, Plat 1 on PC. So we definitely don't want to, like, waste time with it. Yeah, Moon Knight be jumping out. This is much better. See, now that you've been here for a while, even though these people were like up here fighting and then they're splitting up, now that you've been here for a second, it actually works out like that. The Moon Knight gets rezzed, and here we are, right? So that's good. Now, Jake pointed out something. They have a Bucky, and we hear the arm. Are we gonna Nope. Yeah. So this is a pretty high level thing. Like, whenever you're playing tank, you are the main target for Bucky hook. If you ever see there's a Bucky on the enemy team, we need to have sound on, ready to go. Like, I know they're going to try to do it. It's like, I don't know if you played Overwatch, but it's like playing against a Roadhog. You have to be prepared for it. And it's like, oh, I hear the sound effect. I'm ready for it. Pop. Now pop out my shield. There it is. You gotta hold the front. Now your team is just walk in and die. Oh, that's a terrible Moon Knight ult. Yeah. So that's a micro mistake that ends up like dooming your team because you're solo tanking.
I feel like myself again.
Okay, I don't mind. Okay. We have to pick one. We have to pick one. Let's see. Now your team is confused. They're fighting on both, right? Just pick one. You gotta pick one. My hearing and audio in general is shit, but Bucky Hook is the one sound cue. That's conditioning. Bubble, 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 bubble. Okay. Nice. Good push. Okay, push forward. Hold the front line. Hold the front line. You're solo tanking. Okay, good. No, Moon Knight is almost tanking. Yeah. All right, I'm sensing a lot of confusion here. Like, what should we be doing here? Okay. So we know our team wants space and we want to walk forward. I feel like we're a little nervous because we got hooked by Bucky, pulled out of position, and then killed. Right? the way you can kind of do this is A, Bucky's not here right now. He's over in this corner. B, we want to be aware of Bucky, but not just have his presence make it to where we don't walk forward. Like, in general, we just got to know Bucky hook, shield up, ready to go, right? So the other thing we can do is like use our health bar and what's going on around us as an example of like, can I push forward? And right now your health bar is staying up really well, right? So we can push forward. So your goal is to make space for your team, right? And so what's stopping your team from pushing forward? Here it's really complicated because this is exactly what their team wants, right? Their team wants a brawl and your team wants a poke. And so it's pretty tough. So I'm not sure. I mean, personally here, I'd shoot the penny nest, and I'd start like focusing on squishy targets who are actually possible to kill. So right now you're not going to kill Luna. You're not going to kill any of these guys. Your team has a support ult going on, so it's not a horrible thing. I'd either shoot this penny nest or walk here and try to shoot this rocket and start walking forward and pushing past. Because like, let's say you walk here, this Luna can't stay here forever. She's going to have to back out over to here, and then you can cut off her healing to the team, which really helps, and it's going to get your team space. You don't want to completely ignore them and go too far. But yeah, this is the problem with like solo tanking and then mag on domination specifically. But the worst thing you could possibly do is splitting up your damage between a ton of different people, right? Mag only does so much damage, and if you split it up between people, it does even less. If you do all of that damage either to like the penny nest or the Luna or the Bucky, it goes so far. Okay, we're looking to bubble our team. Yeah. Jeff v Penny. Uh-oh. Okay, okay. Okay, here's something I don't know, just by the way. I don't know if you can actually shield off Rogue's ult. That'd be a good thing to test. Okay, now this should be much more straightforward. You guys get the point? Like, go walk forward and take the space. Go kill the Luna. Why does he look so confused? Yeah. I for sure. Okay, you need to be up here by the wall. You need to be by the wall and poking out. It's gonna go so much better. And then when their team is pushing you and your health starts going down, you back up to this health pack and then you keep poking. You keep poking and you kite them back, right? Because this is what your team wants. Your team wants to poke. Okay, we're on triple support now, by the way. That's good. How are we going to use our ult? They have a rocket and a Luna. So the obvious answer would be to try to kill Luna if you're amazing at that. Yeah. Bro, we give up so much space for free. Look at our health bar, right? Health bar's full. Health bar full. What's up, Gia? Health bar's still full. And we're backing up. Health bar just down a little bit. We use our bubble. Health bar down a little bit. Okay, now we're down to like half. Yeah. I prefer if you hold up closer. Now, it's also... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The team comp's pretty rough. But you, as a solo tank, like, you have to hold the front line. So there's a penny behind, right? Let's just do a little number count right now. We have 1, 2, 3 people on your team looking backwards, fighting 2. So this is a 3v2. And then we have 3 people looking forwards, fighting maybe 3. So this is even, right? Now this is your job as a solo tank to take the bad odds, right? So once this Luna gets here, now it's going to be a 3v4. You need to hold. We need to hold it back and be the person that holds it. And so we just, again, like the line, we have enemy team here Let's back up a second. Hang on. Enemy team here. Our team is here and here, right? So if we draw the line, we have it here and here. Mag needs to be in the middle. He needs to be right here. And then you'll see in a second, instead of being here, we actually turn and then the line is here. You're already starting to do it. And what does that leave? That leaves this path wide open for the team to walk through and attack, right? So we'll watch. You turn, we back up here. We get a little scared, and then they take that opportunity. That's all it takes. It's so tough. It's so tough to solo tank. Yeah. And this is just not knowing like what your mag ult is like good for right now, right? I'm learning mouse right now. My aim is so yeah. It takes a lot of practice. Anything but a second tank. Yeah, I know, it's so annoying. I think a lot of tank players just think tanks are big DPS. I mean, yeah. They do a good job of making it feel like that too. Again, we have to like be the line, the wall of defense. Stay on, stay on. Yeah, we just give a point for nothing. All of this can be avoided if we just stand in between the enemy team and our team, but hold space. We're backing up as we're doing it because we feel the pressure, but we can't do that. So here's something that like you can try, and this is really dependent on like team comps and things like this, right? It also depends on how good you are at like hitting your mag shots. So right here, the Penny, the Bucky, and the Rogue are going to ignore you and just push forward, right? Penny ult, yeah, you don't need to back up, as Chaoticism says. But here instead, you can actually just let them go and say, all right, if I'm going to be the only tank, I actually can't stop these people. So I'm actually going to walk forward. I'm still going to be on point holding the tank. My team can go fight this, again, like the higher number battle, right? I'm going to fight 2 people in the back line. I'm going to go fight these 2 people. If I fight these 2 people, 1v2, then that leaves a 5v4 in my back line, and I'm just going to play the odds and hope that it works out. And now, personally, I don't think it will work out unless you're like crazy at mag. But even if you do that, right? Like if we're standing here, now all of a sudden Luna can't heal the Rogue and the Bucky. Now your team's damage can actually push them back, because the reverse is true of what I said earlier, because their health bar is going to go down and it's not going to come back up, which means they have to back up, or they're just going to die, right? So that's what I'd say as a suggestion. I'd say definitely try this early on in the game and see how your team reacts and see how their team reacts. And a lot of the times you can do it. Because if we did this earlier, we'd still be holding point right now. Like we'd still be getting the points instead of now they have it. And there's a chance this Luna actually died because we were doing damage to them. This is more of a general question, but is being down 1 different based on who is dead? Like being down 1 support is, oh, we need to give up space, and being down 1 DPS. Yes, absolutely. If you lose a support, unless your other support has an ult, more than likely the fight is over. If you lose a tank, it's like, okay, we need to be careful. If we lose a DPS, it's like we can make up the difference and we can make a play. It really depends. Okay, they have a double support ult. Uh-oh. Oh, Jeff threw up. That's not good. Chill, 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 chill. Okay. A little bit of reaction times. Okay, if these 2 people are over here, that means somebody out is free, right? Just by logic. There's only 2 people here. Who's defending the supports? Nobody. There we go. There we go. I saw a mag shot. Oh, go kill her. Nice. Get her. Oh, okay. But look what you've done, right? Because before the Luna was right here and she had full access to everybody. And she had help. Now she's over here. What can she see? She can only see the Penny. Which means now this Rogue is getting less healing. Obviously she's ulting, but they have so much pressure. Dang, if we didn't back up to the Penny ult, we'd have the point during this whole thing. That's so unfortunate. Dang. But again, this is just part of like playing Mag into this. Okay, now we have Mag and Strange, so we're no longer in that scenario. Now we can do stuff better, right? Random tip, if it's helpful to anyone learning Mag, you can shoot your right click nearly simultaneously with your left click for 170 damage burst. Oh. Yeah, do you do left first or right first? That's really good. First left animation cancel with right. Oh. That's really good. I had no idea. So another thing I'm also noticing is our accuracy is a little low. Oh, we're so non-confident. If this like breathes, this will send echoes to your team. You need to be the anchor. You need to walk forward and just say, like, I'm not even going to look around. My team needs to come to me. Like, if we're looking back and we're walking back. I don't mind looking back to see, but as you're looking, you also want to be walking. Because you need to hold this space. Like, you guys just lose out on so much fights. They're already here. Okay, no longer have a second tank. Never mind. Still frontlining.
Much better.
I don't feel like this guy's a tank main. Let's see. I think they are. Yeah, they, according to their post, it seems like they are. They're probably just not used to it. I like your positioning. Look where you're standing. You're in between, right? Now these guys are fighting a 3v1. Hopefully they win. This Penny is off holding space, but they're not really on point, and you can poke them out. These people are fighting a 3v1, and actually, we got a kill. That's great. And they can't help the Spidey. This is great. I love it. Good.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
Nice bubble. Turn back. Don't know. Okay. This is the second time. Mag ult is best used to either cancel out an enemy ult. So we're thinking Star-Lord, Iron Man, Punisher, things like that. Or it's to kill a support ult. Ults that I would not use it on, Bucky. I wouldn't do it on Gambit, but if you're really good at dunking on people, yo, thanks for the follow, Cajun Marcus. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you're really confident, you could do it on Gambit. I really wouldn't. Like Penny, not worth it. Rogue right now, I'd say not worth it. Spidey, not really worth it. Actually, Spidey's, it's not projectile, so I don't think you can suck it up. But that one, I'm not sure. But yeah, definitely not Bucky. Also, as we're doing this, we're losing point. I would use Mag ult on Bucky, depending on what other ults are in the game. Yeah, maybe, but I would rather kill a Luna if we're good with it. I think that value is better.
Again.
But you're also goated, so... Tough. Spidey's ult does not get sucked up. Okay, that's what I thought, but for a second I was like, why not Bucky? Surely he needs to shoot them to get the reset. Because Bucky, it's more of a like speed thing, right? Like, if we go back, where did Bucky start his ult? Bucky starts his ult here on point, right? Alright. So Bucky ults here. They push in. He already got a kill, right? So, first of all, this fight's definitely over. So, if we just look at timing, like, that's it. And secondly, he's so far out of the range. I just don't think it's there. I think there's a better use for it, right? And that whole time, like, we could be holding point. Bucky's ult honestly isn't very good most of the time, and And if it gets any value, it's normally just too fast to react with ult. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it too. Wouldn't ulting on Bucky also prevent him from doing damage to your teammates? Again, it's just a speed thing. Like, Bucky can go across the map. And then Mag is just really slow. I've seen high-level players do Mag plus Phoenix ult to take out Luna. Yeah. Or you can do Luna damage boost Phoenix, Mantis damage boost Phoenix. There's a lot of, like, Phoenix Mag combos. Or just damage boost combos with Mag in general. Mag and Phoenix. You can meatball her on your own if your team takes out her overshield. Okay. We're just lost. I feel like we're so lost. We're looking backwards, we're walking forward and backwards. We need to find an anchor, like be an anchor, sit in a spot and like force them to get you out of that spot. Hey, there's Luna. No. Walk forward. Walk forward. Hang on. Did I miss something? Okay. Their Spidey just respawned. So we're up one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're not exactly up one. But we're even, right? What happens? Okay, that's fine. We have a cloak ult. Oh no, she's going into the penny. Okay. Alright, fair enough. I missed that. Yep, get out. Your cloak just went in and died. We're down one. Their Spidey's gonna be back. He already is. That's it. That's so rough. In general, until you have the game sense to make the decision for yourself, Mag ult should all be used on a support ult or Punisher. Yeah. Agree. Or Star-Lord, because he's being popular now too. Okay. Focus the Luna. I don't care anything else. Just kill the Luna. Kill the Luna. Okay, now rocket ult. As we're doing this, we need to stand in the right spot. But Mag's so bad on Brawl. He's so difficult. Yeah. Why did this go wrong? It's because we invis ult. We should have just got out after the cloak died. But, I mean, this is the problem with, like, low tier, like, low elo stuff, is people just, like, brawl forever instead of sticking with it. Or instead of giving up the fight when it's lost. Okay. Yeah, I agree, chaotism. Like, we're just so uncertain about things. I want to make a point. So a lot of this game, like, I feel like, it is a lot of what chaoticism said, right? Like, be less hesitant, be confident. Even if you have a bad plan, it's better than no plan or switching between plans. The next thing I want to say is, like, you're getting pushed back a lot by the enemy team, right? You feel like you don't have much pressure. So how do tanks have pressure? Yeah, he has good bubbles. So how do you have pressure as a mag or as a tank in general? And a lot of people think, like, oh, it's because I'm big and I'm standing in the right spots. Like, no, you have pressure because of a threat. The easiest example of this is Emma. A good Emma is so threatening to anybody who's nearby. Be it a tank, being a... Oh, dude, this... That's so annoying. I hate that thing. So Emma is so threatening to be near if she's at 100 charge and she's hitting her E's and she's beaming people down. Because, like, if she's shooting down on this Bucky has to get out of the way. He has to respect it. It's not because Emma is hard to kill. It's because they're going to die if they don't respect it. And the same is actually true with Mag. People don't think about this, but just as they were saying in chat earlier, I think it was Shuro, right? Like, you can put out 170 damage, like, instantly. If you're hitting all of your left clicks, you are so much more menacing and threatening, right? So I think a lot of what we need to do is we really need to focus on our ability to pick one target, focus on them, and like put out so much pressure on them that they have to respect you. And if they don't respect you, you kill them, right? So that is so important when you're playing tank. And then once you get that down and you have your combos and you can do stuff like that, your presence, your ability to hold, look at it, look at this. This is a perfect example. Rogue is coming in and Rogue is like, oh man, I'm just gonna bully this mag, right? I've done it all game. You hit your left click, you hit your left click, you hit your left click, you hit your right click. Now she's backing up, she's blocking, she has to take healing, right? She has to get out. She can't just run past you. Now, Rocket, instead of healing the Penny, or let's assume there's a Spider-Man back here, now he has to turn and he has to help his Rogue. And that is so good. But it only works if we have the skill and the practice behind it to like put out that pressure, right? Let's see. Of course, it's not in your control who's on your team. Being uncertain of solo tank is a death sentence. Absolutely. Respect is very important. Yep. His full range splash damage also puts a team on the defense really fast. They can't push up while your explosions are keeping their backline down. Yeah, exactly. Oh, get him. Oh, kill him. Oh, that's so sad. Nice. Walk forward, take the space, and sit right here. Good. See, and now, before what would have happened, this Rogue would have ran right past you. But since now she feels like she has to respect you, and she gets back instantly. And the second you start missing shots, they're just going to ignore you because you're not a threat. Okay, the situation's changing. People are moving. That's fine. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, even up close. Like, my coach friend Taki, he told me this on Sigma, where it's like, Sigma is actually a terrifying person to be right up against, and the same is true for Mag. Like, getting hit in the face with a Mag by a squishy should be a terrifying experience if the Mag is good. Yes, again, good. Nice stuff. And this whole time, their tanks can't push up. They can't make space. And like, even though the same situation is going on in your backline, because you have that pressure and you're hitting it, these people are free to actually just turn around and kill it. This person has no support because the support is back here helping the Rogue and getting killed. This is so good. Little thing about Rogue, when she has her block up projectiles are pulled toward her. Really? Wow, that's good to know. That's really good to know. I haven't had much time to like explore Rogue yet. So maybe you know this, Chaotism. Can you shut off Rogue's... There we go. Bubble shield. Ah. Okay, so this is also a sign of like respect goes the other way. So when alright, they have a rocket ult. This is actually a really bad rocket ult because as we see, it's gonna get exploded recently. It's gonna be exploded quickly. But we still have to give it respect. Because not only are we not able... So again, we can't put our pressure out and stop them from coming forward because you're not a threat right now. You can't kill them, right? So we have to back up to a spot where we actually can kill them. Back here, the rocket ult is going to end. So we just have to respect it and give back. The other thing is, we have to understand they don't have to respect us. They can push back. And then we need to give them the respect because Rocket also does damage boost. And if we don't, we just explode. Yeah. Tough. So it means she's super easy to CC if she's blocking? Interesting. I don't think so? Okay. I don't know how much about Overwatch competitively, but I feel so threatening with Sigma because I could just soak up so much damage with his grasp. Yeah, for sure. I don't... Bro, this is a really good portal. I would have preferred if it was slightly more forward so you can leave the point here. But this is amazing because now watch. Your invis gets covered from the portal and can actually stand over here instead of walk. Most people portal this way and then they walk straight into the penny nest. So I'd be over here. Right? Hang on. I'd be like, it's this invisible over here. But there's a good portal, and we're playing heads up. Just gotta walk forward. Yeah, too little, too late. I haven't tested it, but I haven't paid much attention if you can. It also denies headshots because they're pulled into Rogue's chest. Huh. That is really interesting. Okay, not bad. So the number one thing I would say is let's work on getting our pressure up. And in order to get our pressure up, we gotta go into practice mode and we gotta be hitting all our left clicks. We gotta be doing it. So I guess we can just do this real quick at the end here. Just in case you don't know, I can bring up the practice range and show you what I do to train. It's different for everybody and it depends on how you adjust, but as long as you know how to use the practice range, you can figure out exactly what settings you want. So if we go to, I'll just do Angelica's fast.
Heaven has its merits, but I much prefer the field of battle.
So you can save this, right? So that way you don't have to, you only have to type it in once. You save it in practice. I usually put it on Luna because she's always meta. I mean, she dropped out of meta for half a season and then they giga buffed her. So it's a pretty safe bet. You do random. I do short range for Mag. You could probably do mid. But you want them dynamic. You want them advanced combat. Sometimes you could start off on just random is fine. So you don't get snowballed. You want to run super fast. I do 3 so you can practice target switching. I put on health restore if I'm doing combat. 120 seconds. And you do this. And like this helps so much. If you do this for 5 minutes, right? So 2 or 3 of these. And I'm terrible with Mag. I don't like his left click. And you can see why. So right now I have no threat with Mag. Right here. Oh, there we go. And you just practice this 5 minutes before you queue ranked every single day. And I promise you, you'll get so much more consistent. And all of your threats will get so much better. And as you're doing it, make sure you're not standing still. You got to play it like it's a game, right? We're moving around. We're jumping occasionally. Dude, I'm terrible with Mag. No wonder I can't. So bad. But yeah, I promise you do that. So good. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if this helps. If you liked it on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And take care. God bless. Catch you guys next time. Bye.